The work he was doing was quiet. Then it started to make the paper. Folks realized that he was in one building, housing and feeding kids of different races and nationalities and religions. Now, in the United States, there's a series of laws that are nicknamed Jim Crow laws that make stuff like that illegal. And those laws were in place in Omaha.
So Father Flanagan was a notable Irish Catholic priest in a small Nebraska town. Only 4 years after the Ku Klux Klan has made its resurgence, and the Klan is pointing out Catholics and immigrants as potential dangers to all things American.
Families would flee because of the activity and power of the Klan. After slavery ended and Black people were freed, their freedom was itself seen as attack upon white people's freedom and liberty and dignity. The idea that people who were once property could purchase homes, could dress well, could vote, just was not acceptable. There was this wave of racial violence and murders of Black people across the United States, sometimes with the aid of the local police force, sometimes in plain view of people in positions of power. And Father Flanagan was ministering right in the midst of that.
One has to understand that it wasn't just that those who disagreed with Father Flanagan were willing to sort of sit in the background and disagree. They tried to get in his way. It was not subtle. There were threats made upon his life. It was a time in the United States where, sadly, this happened openly and all too commonly.
For white people to try to stand against the way things were, they themselves would be subject to the same kind of violence and threats as the Black community. So in a way, Father Flanagan sort of gave up his whiteness, if you will, to stand in solidarity with these boys of various backgrounds.
Father Flanagan was able to get a place just on a corner in downtown Dodge Street, the main drag. He had a few kids, and they kind of lived together in community. They didn't have a lot, but Father Flanagan made the most of what was available to them.